Alright, everybody, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV and things like that. The tanky let's play, let's tank. Anyway, so I did a fair bit of grinding in between episodes. I'm level 15 now. Yeah, 1/4 of the way to level cap. And Sif here has some new digs. And we're going to do the next few Gladiator quests now, because I've held off on doing them, just grinding up, so that I could knock them all out in this episode, and also show you guys the Hall of the Novice. And then the next episode will be our first instance with other players, hopefully. I don't think there's going to be much more to it. It's the first dungeon you go into at level 16, and I'm going to be doing the level 5, 10, and 15 class quests in this episode. So what that means is, where are we going? Okay. Should probably just teleport out there. So basically, we're gonna be doing those class quests, and then once we get there, there won't be really anything tank specific for me to show you until the first dungeon. And I will be showing the class quests for Marauder and Warrior and all that stuff as well. But you know, we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. Mess around with my hotbars a little bit. So I got some new abilities as well. I'm pretty sure I already had Rampart and Fight or Flight. These two right here. In the last episode. But I did get Convalescence. And Convalescence is kind of useless right now because, I mean, I don't want to give you guys the wrong idea. It's not useless. It's a really, really powerful ability, but it's useless right now because it requires a healer in order to be useful. It basically increases the amount of healing you receive. But only really from spells. Like if you cast a spell on yourself, or if somebody else casts a healing magic on you, if you use like a healing ability, like Second Wind, which we'll get to later, it's not affected by that. But what are we doing here? Yeah, there's some quests that ask you to do emotes, and they're really annoying. And I just select them from the emote menu because I'm too lazy to type right now. Although actually, you know what? Maybe typing would be quicker. Let's do that. Switch to say because we're not in a party. Me. That's right, buddy. Stupid Marauder. Just you wait, buddy. Just you wait till 4.0. Other tanks are gonna make a comeback. Anyway. What? Oh no, that's the leave me. We don't care about her. Eustace, isn't that the name of the fucking husband in Courage the Cowardly Dog? Like the grandpa in Courage the Cowardly Dog. It's Eustace and I don't remember what the lady's name is, or maybe the lady's name is Eustace. I honestly don't remember. So in your chat log, almost like a command prompt, you can just simply hit up to on the D-pad to select whatever the last thing was that you said. And just say it again. I know I said like a command prompt. Some people probably are like, what the fuck? I just, it's second nature to me to make those comparisons because I work in IT, but why do I keep going in here? It's that stupid thing. Where is the other dude? Where's the other Marauder? There's 4 of them, and I've only found 3. Oh, there he is. Yeah, and these orange circles, basically, what these orange circles mean is that your quest objective is somewhere in here, but the game doesn't want to be specific. That's basically what that is. All right. All right, where's the guy? Okay, here. It's supposed to be like kind of a menacing thing, but Sif here is just kind of like, hey, look at me. Maggot? Asshole called me a maggot. Skipping all this nonsense. Alright, now what am I doing? Where are we going? Okay. Wait. Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, can we turn in the quest now? Is that a thing? Well, it's about to be nighttime. Feels like every time I come to UL'DAH, it is daytime. I don't know what it is. I don't know, there's just certain areas of the game that it just feels like you never see outside of a certain time of day. I don't know if that's just me or what, but maybe the schedule you keep playing the game. I don't know. So I've actually got a decent collection of gear here for my level. I mean, it's not flawless, but it's decent enough starting out. I'm not under geared for my level right this second. I'm not like best in slot for level 15, but I'm doing all right. Really? Come on. Some quests are really quick, and others seem to kind of drag on. This one's kind of dragging on. I'm not a fan. Not a fan. So these cross hotbars off to the side are called the W cross hotbars, and you access them by basically double tapping your shoulder buttons as opposed to simply holding them. So like this. Oh, whoops. Gotta be quick. Gotta go fast. And it was a little thing that they added in one of the more recent patches that, you know, it's useful. I had already kind of gotten good at hopping between hotbars. So I really only use them for like a handful of minor things that I rarely use, like sprint and all that stuff. Now, as a Gladiator and later a Paladin, you really don't want to be doing too much sprinting, because as of right now, that class and that job have no way of getting their TP back. That doesn't require just standing around doing nothing. Or maybe not nothing, but standing around not hitting anything. Jesus. This quest is taking entirely too long. I was really hoping this would go like bam, bam, bam. Like, just do all the quests, do the Hall of the Novice, cut the episode, we come back, we're going into the dungeon. Into a dungeon. Okay, so I did also get a new weapon skill, which is Riot Blade. Now, Riot Blade is actually more powerful than Savage Blade in terms of damage. It does more damage. It does about 15% more damage. because what, Savage Blade is 200 potency and Riot Blade's 230. And it recovers MP, which isn't incredibly helpful or relevant, but there's a trick that the game doesn't really teach you that well, and if it does, maybe it does. We'll certainly find out if it does, but I never paid attention. I had to learn the hard way. You know, you basically you use Fast Blade and then Riot Blade, and then you use this Flash, which is your AoE aggro generator. But Flash kind of sucks because it doesn't do damage. But it enables you to AoE tank on Gladiator much more efficiently. And if you try and just use Fast Blade, Savage Blade, and like rotate targets when you're tanking a whole bunch of things, there ain't no way. You're losing all of the aggro. You're losing all of it. You won't keep anything off any. You might keep some things if you're like in a party with you know, mostly melee DPS that don't have a whole lot of AoE early on. But if you're in a party with like an archer or a bard or a black mage, like forget about it. You need to flash. And in order to flash and still also put out any kind of meaningful damage, you want to spam it with the Riot Blade combo. Let's see here. That's right. It's kind of disappointing, honestly. I was hoping I would have made much more progress, but whatever. We'll do a long episode if we have to. All right, so all this stuff is really not useful to me right now because I've already gone and gotten a whole lot of other new things. However, you know, we still want to get it because, you know, when I pick up Marauder later, it's gonna want some gear, so let me go ahead and do that. All right, and here's the next one. Go ahead and put that at the top of my to-do list. Search for the freelancers, and okay, so we have to go to Central Thanalan now. I did a lot of exploring Central Thanalan off screen. But I did a lot of things. I did like 10 main scenario quests, grinded my hunting log a little bit. This hunting log is a not great, but not bad way to get experience. It's easy and it, you know, gives you small, consistent chunks of experience, you know, as you're leveling. And you know, it's just nice if you just got out of a dungeon and you really don't feel like going back into a dungeon for more experience, you can just run around and do your hunting logs, and it's still pretty good experience. Like, I think the entire hunting log for a particular... Where am I going? I haven't even been paying attention. Okay, I'm going this way. I really wish I could use one of my mounts. I gotta sprint everywhere. The fuck was I saying? What was I saying? I don't remember. Yeah, I just totally blanked. I don't remember what I was saying at all. I don't remember any of it. Just going on and on about something. ADD's a bitch. Oh, goodness. So fight or flight boosts your damage by 30%, which is pretty hefty. That's like a DPS job level buff. And it's not going to make you do like super competitive DPS with them, but it's definitely a big help, especially when you're trying to maintain aggro. And that's right, I was talking about hunting logs. Yeah, hunting logs for like the range of levels that you're in, that you're doing them for, like between levels, where am I? I'm between levels 10 and 20. I'm doing the 10 to 20 hunting logs. So if I were to sit here and grind all of these out, it would probably gain me 1 level of experience. Or 1 level of, I would probably level up once. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's not great, but it's something. I'm not a person that enjoys grinding the same thing over and over. I understand that, you know, grinding is a necessary evil, but I like to know all of the different ways for me to grind out experience or whatever else it is I'm looking for, so that I can alternate between them and not get bored and sloppy and annoyed and grumpy. So that's no way to go through life. Anyway, so right now, Fast Blade and Riot Blade is your highest DPS right now, and it's also your highest MP regeneration, which MP isn't really a big resource for Gladiator. Once again, I am just dicking around here. But it's very useful for maintaining the ability to use flash so that you can AoE tank, which will be important later. It's just not super important right now. Because we're soloing and I'm not having to hold aggro off anybody, really. So anyway, should probably turn around here. The server is really dead. If you're on Ultras, hit me up. I don't know anybody on this server. This is just, I just randomly just jumped into the unknown here. But it seems like it's a pretty tiny server. But, you know, that's fine, I guess. Maybe later I'll be able to transfer this character to a different server if I decide that I don't like it here, but I'm not planning on being like hyper, like a big social, like a big social butterfly or anything like that. Where am I going? I'm going the wrong way. I hate the inside of UL'DAH because it's really maze-like and annoying, and I'm not a fan of it. I'm so glad that, like, when I first picked up this game, I didn't choose UL'DAH as my starting city, because I would have gotten so lost so much. Dude, seriously? More? So we're gonna have to keep going. All right. Wait a minute. I hate this part of the map because it's not abundantly clear where you're supposed to go. Oh, hey, look, a level 50 B rank. So this guy, oh, don't want to get too close to him with my sword out. He won't like that. This is a level 50 B rank hunt mark, and he's docile. But if I were to go and hit him for any reason, if I were to go and make him upset, he would probably one-shot me right now. But that little green icon above his name, or next to his name, that means the green icons mean that they are not hostile. They're and they're not going to aggro to you just from you getting near them. Anything with the orange icon next to it is hostile and will aggro to you if you get too close. Yeah, on my main, I could kill that poor B rank in about, I don't know, 2 combos maybe. What are we doing here? Ooh, a level sync. Jeez. Did I grind up that much? Alright. See, he's yelling at you to get these bastards off him. The game is crazy slick with how it tells you how to do things. Yeah, basically you do it like that. You just fast blade, riot blade, rotate targets, and flash. And that is how you AoE tank at low levels. Yeah. Some people miss that. I mean, there's a thread on the tanking forums right now, like laughing at people for this kind of thing, like laughing at new players for this kind of thing, and I don't know, it's really lame. But I mean, not everybody learns that way. Like I wasn't like really looking at the chat log my first playthrough, because it's just you know, I could have very easily been tabbed over to like one of the other chat windows, like I am right now, and not seeing what he was yelling at me. I don't know. It's just a difference in game design. Some people look for the game to tell you how to play it by like trial and error, and the action's actually happening. And I guess the newer generation of gamers kind of wants everything explained to them, like that NPC was yelling at me to do. I don't suppose you have any healing magic there, buddy. So I haven't really covered dodging AoEs much yet, but I mean it's pretty self-explanatory. Get the hell out of the fire. Don't stand in the poop. Don't stand in the orange stuff. And if you do stand in the orange stuff, if you're a tank, yeah, you'll probably live. That's tank privilege right there. But your healer still won't be happy about it. Sometimes you have to explain, well, you know, I'm sorry I dropped my controller, or had to stop and pick my nose real quick, like, you know, whatever. Shit happens. Okay, finally I can go back and I can turn the quest in and keep going. Oh, I can't return yet. Yeah, return has a crazy long cooldown. It's like, I don't know. It's like 10, 15 minutes, something crazy like that. I don't know, it's pretty ridiculous. But just enjoy the simplicity of it while you can, because, I mean, it's going to get a lot more complicated. With tanking, your DPS rotations really aren't that complicated, but, you know, you have to be able to, you really got to be able to pay attention to everything that's happening around you. And when we get into a dungeon, it's really going to be the opportunity for me to point things out that you should be looking out for as a tank. And really as just a good team player in general. Like, I'm being absent-minded as fuck right now because I'm soloing and stuff like that, but, you know. I'm going to try and put my game face on for you guys once we actually go into a dungeon, even though it's only going to be like the piddliest, weakest, most low-level of low-level dungeons, but still. Still a valuable learning experience. I don't know. Sure, whatever. What do you want? What do you want from me? Okay, none of this stuff is really an upgrade, so I'm just gonna take the money. Give me the money. Give me that money. Okay, so now we have actually unlocked the ability to go and save our gear sets and unlock other jobs. But I'm not going to do that on screen. I'm going to do that in between episodes. So in between episodes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go pick up Pugilist, and I'm going to level it a little bit to get some cross-class abilities that'll actually be pretty helpful for Gladiator. Pugilist offers you a self-heal, a critical hit rate buff, and an evasion buff, which the evasion buff isn't anything crazy or anything like that, but it's nice. It's a nice little extra little something to have, like, while you're leveling in the early levels, but it's not something that you want to use end game, really. Unless it's PvP. Do people use evasion buffs in PvP? I don't know. Where am I going? Oh shit, we're gonna go all the way to Eastern Thanalan? Alright. Well shit. It's gonna take a hot minute. Really need to figure out how to use mounts, because I don't know, I feel like I should have already unlocked that ability at this point. Well, we're going to... Actually, you know what? Maybe I should go ahead and just do the... Maybe I should go ahead and just do the Hall of the Novice. So... basically, this Let's Play is, you know, like I may or may not have covered before, but just to kind of sum up, this Let's Play is pretty much just going to be me doing dungeons, boss fights, and raids on tank, and also taking you through just the leveling process of a tank, and the, all the quests, all the job-related quests, pretty much. The main scenario quests and everything in between, like, I'm going to skip all that shit. But I'm just going to try and give as much relevant information as possible. And have some fun while we're at it. Anyway, this guy with the big beanstalk over his head, I know it's supposed to be a sprout, he is the Hall of the Novice dude. So here we are. We're going to go to the Hall of the Novice and we're going to do things. Now, when Hall of the Novice first came out, listen up, Novice. It's actually going to make you sit. Like, it will not let you skip this text. Yeah. This one's pretty much just dodge the AoEs. Yes, I'm ready. So I remember when this Hall of the Novice feature first came out, I went through it on my Dark Knight and just kind of, you know, did what I knew to be the proper thing to do. But if you do anything experimental, like put dots up on the enemies, like, the shit will get mad at you. Yes, look at how I can dodge. Look at how I can get out of the way. You can't hit shit. You're very bad at your job, sir. And you're AoEing your friend! Hold on, let me come over here. Come here. Come here. You gonna hit your buddy again? Yeah! Torch him, not me. God. Can I make you AoE yourself? Oh, hey now, this isn't very nice. Let me go. Whoa. So when dodging, the only thing that really matters is that you not be in the poop, in the orange field on the ground. You not be in that when it disappears from the ground. Because that's when the game snapshots your location. it does not matter if you step directly back into where it was and your character appears to get nuked by the fire or the whatever it is. Like, the game doesn't care about what the animations look like as far as whether you got hit or not. It cares about whether or not you were in the place where it told you not to be when the thing happened. You know? So that's basically how that works. And you can use that to really cheese a lot of stuff. But anyway, you get some really nice gear from doing this. So that's another reason why we're going to do it. And another reason is because it actually, when you complete it, you get, what do you get? You get a headpiece, I think it is. And that headpiece actually boosts your experience by a pretty significant amount up to level 30. It's basically, right now it's telling me, you're the tank. It's your job to get hit in the face so that other people don't. Yeah. But what if they really, really want to get hit in the face? Can I hit them in the face if they're being dumb? What about my enmity for my party members? Enmity. String together some nasty combinations. Alright. So here, it doesn't matter if I can hold hate with Fast Blade, Riot Blade. It wants me to use Savage Blade. And if I even just throw a Riot Blade in there, or even a flash, this guy's gonna get mad at me, because that's not what he told me to do exactly. And this is why a lot of people don't learn from this kind of stuff, because they're just like, you know, nobody wants to be bossed around like that. You know, especially if you are a smart person and you can figure it out for yourself, those kind of people are going to learn the right way to do it regardless. Don't try nothing fancy, yeah, okay. Will he get mad at me if I use fight or flight? Okay, no, he doesn't mind if I use fight or flight. Yeah, okay, cool. I am keeping to the order. Just chillax. Teaches you how to string two combos together. It really does. It really does hold your hand something fierce. Oh wow, you actually get a shit ton of experience from doing these. I did not realize that. Well, cool. I'm gonna do a little bit of an extended episode here until I, you know, until I complete all these, because I do want you guys to see all these, just so you can see, like, I mean, end game, a lot of people will talk about new players and be like, Hall the Novice, Hall the Novice, and I'm like, Hall the Novice is really kind of, you know, I don't know. Yeah, I know. Can I stab you? Is that a thing that I can do without getting in trouble? I'm ready. Come on, let's go. God, you talk slowly. See, this is how a lot of new players think. They're just like, yeah, get on with it. And I don't know. I don't feel like that's not understandable in a sense. Hey, dude, come on, pay attention to me. Dude, I'm really trying to get the aggro. See, it can be a struggle sometimes. They really can. And that poor little Cloppy got pretty bashed up. Anyway. Neat. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I'm listening. I'm not really listening. Multiple foes. Okay, so this is the one that's going to teach me about AoE tanking. Yeah. I know how to use flash. Am I aggravating you yet? Every bugger within a circle around, yeah. Now if you look here, it does not specify in a circle. It just says in all nearby enemies. And it says radius 5 yalms. The game never explains what a yalm is. So, if you don't do Hall of the Novice, it's entirely possible for you to get all the way to the end of the game without really understanding exactly what Flash does. Flash is probably one of the dumbest skills in the entire game, to be perfectly honest with you. Alright, yeah. What did he say there? At the same time. Yeah. So this actually teaches you the range of Flash. Yeah, I did it. Oh shit, I didn't see this one. My bad. I need to wait for my MP to regenerate. See, I goofed up. There you go. Yeah, it's important to be paying attention, you know, to that kind of stuff. It's important to be swinging your camera around so you can see everything around you. Because I totally didn't see that other dummy behind me because I had my camera swung around the other way. So, do as I say, not as I do. Alright. How many more of these we got? There can't be too many more, I don't think. Engage multiple targets? Yeah. Okay. Well, that's going to require some doing because Flash does no damage, so I don't know how I'm going to defeat shit if I only use Flash. You know? I know he doesn't actually want me to only use Flash, it's just, I'm just giving him shit. Alright. Come at me, bruh. I love how it can't call them combos. It has to say so this is basically how I would do it in a dungeon. Fast Blade, Riot Blade, Flash. Just treat it like it's a combo, even though it's not really. This could take a while. Gladiators really don't do the best of damage. Also, I think I used Fight or Flight while I was using Flash, which is not something you should do. I think that was dumb. That's funny though, he's not getting mad at me if you're using Riot Blade, which is cool. I can appreciate that. You're alright, Master of Shields. Tank. It's like, I just want to make sure everybody knows I am a tank. There's tank underneath my name, see? Because I'm a tank. Ooh, leveled up, got a new trait. So traits are passive upgrades that you get as you level. You get several enhancements to your vitality stat, which increases your health and your damage. And the only other one we've gotten so far is enhanced Rampart, which basically makes Rampart stronger. A lot of people don't remember these days, but early in leveling, Rampart is only a 10% damage reduction, and for most, after you get this trait, it's 20%, so pretty much just a straight upgrade there. Our gear is looking really nice. All of the novice gear is really good, actually. Huh? Oh, we can't do it until we do that quest. Alright, well I guess I'm going to go ahead and cut the episode, guys. I'll come back, we'll do that quest, finish all the novice, and see what else can be done before we start, you know, before we can go to a dungeon and actually do some real tanking. Alright, hope you guys are enjoying it, and take care, and we'll see you next time. Later.